China is feeling very, very insecure. The Politburo members are very, very afraid of internal coup. China must be the only country who spends more money on internal security than external security. If China continues to think that India is as weak as India used to be in 1962, then they are wrong. India has always been a peaceful country, never ever an aggressor. China is feeling very, very insecure because last year, August, I was in Ladakh, along the same places where the conflicts are going on. And last month, the month before that, in October, I was in Tawang. So I have always sensed that the Chinese government is feeling very, very insecure. I have several reasons for this. One is that the Politburo members are very, very afraid of internal coup. So that is why there has been this rule within the leadership that not more than 3 members of the Politburo can meet without the express permission of the President. So why they are doing this? Because they are afraid of internal coup. And then Xi Jinping also made sure that the army generals are posted every year so that they don't build better relations with the cadres. So military coup is also out of the question. Then China must be the only country who spends more money on internal security than external security. Now you also think over it. The places where they are, engaging in unprovoked belligerence against India, no people live in those areas. Then why do they keep doing this, irritating the Indian government? That is because if there is threat to the Communist Party in China, then they will attack one of these places, whether it's India or Taiwan or South China Sea, so that they can build nationalism within China so that communism does not fall. But this is a wishful thinking of the Chinese government, and it does not help anybody, because with these kind of activities against India, I think it will take many, many years for the Chinese government and the people to gain the trust of the Indian government and the Indian people. And that's not good for everybody. If China continues to think that India is as weak as India used to be in 1962, then they are wrong. Because India has developed so much over the decades. So India is also in a position to stand on its own. In this government also, we have seen Prime Minister Modi ji trying to reach out to the Chinese government. He visited China 2 times. And the Chinese president also visited India 2 times. So that was the intention of the Indian government. Because India has always been a peaceful country, never ever an aggressor. They are always in the defensive position. And India has never attacked China after China's occupation of Tibet. Before 1959, there was never ever a border between China and India. Even now in India, you call it India-Tibetan Border Police, Indo-Tibetan Border Force. It's not Indo-China Border Force or Indo-China Border Police. So the sentiment of India and our people's respect for India, because we consider India as the land of Aryavrat, of all the learned people, because our language came from India in 7th century. Buddhism also came from India.